base basao, ere borere base bao, enu aye yavaloro, e yavaloro elesekan, baba fururu rereo, o kanyenye lejilbo. Ele fao base basao, ere borere base bao, enu aye yavaloro, e yavaloro elesekan.
Good morning. Today is Ose Obatala. And so that's the day that we honor Obatala. And today's Sunday, the day of Aiku, the day of immortality. And so I'm going to make a white bath for Obatala. And a white bath, it becomes a real white bath with a share of Obatala if we're going to activate the stuff that we're putting in the bath. Or else you just have water with white stuff. So in order for it to become a white bath, a wekbo misi funfun, you must activate all the ingredients in it. So I'm going to start with water. So now I have a pan with some water. And water is an ingredient for the bath, right? Of course. And so we're going to have to activate the water. Water has memory and it adapts to what you tell it to do. So you have to pray the water. And so there's different prayers for water. But you want it to give clarity, right? Peace and stuff like that. And so we're going to recite your thought to the water. So you put this near your mouth and you're going to pray the water. So I have my water and now I'm going to pray to the water to activate it. Elagejegeje lo difa fún omi tútù ọ̀hún torúnbó wáyé àbá omi tó ayé ṣe elagejegeje àṣẹ. One more time. Elagejegeje lo difa fún omi tútù ọ̀hún torúnbó wáyé àbá omi tó ayé ṣe elagejegeje àṣẹ. One more time. Elagejegeje lo dífá fún omi tútù ọ̀hún torúnbó wáyé àbá omi tó ayé ṣe elagejegeje àṣẹ. So you chant 3 times to activate it. So now my water is activated and I'm going to add the ingredients. So a white bath can be with all sorts of stuff as long as it's white. And so I chose white harmony, which is corn. And corn has the ability to bring luck. So it brings luck, it brings prosperity. Because the story goes that Agbado, because this is called Agbado, went naked into the field and came back with all the luck in the world. So children, prosperity, money, abundance, etc., etc. So this is just corn. So I have to activate the asher of that corn, the asher of prosperity and luck, the asher of multiplicity, right? So you're going to take this, put it near your mouth, and then you're going to pray. Orire nifagbado, agbadorin ho doko, okorebo wale, asher. One more time. Orire nifagbado, agbadorin ho doko, okorebo wale. One more time. Orire nifagbado, agbadorin ho doko, okorebo wale, asher. So you chanted the Agbado 3 times, because everything when you're going to activate things, it's going to be is going to be reciting the Ofor 3 times. And so I'm going to boil this because I'm only going to use the water of the agbado, right? So I'm going to put this here and I'm going to put it on the fire and boil it. So another ingredient is rice. And rice has the same purpose, right? It's abundance. It's a grain. And so rice cuts away negativity and it soothes. It brings back peace and prosperity. It removes spiritual agitation, bringing balance and restoration and sweetness. So I'm going to put this also in my bath. I'm going to also boil it or wash the rice and use the water. And so I'm going to activate the ashe of the rice. Iresi lompaikun, tonkontumba, asopashe, koyemi lola, ohun tó bá tá láwùjẹ, kì í bàjẹ́ ní àtẹ́, ìrẹsì àjẹbọ tí ń dàyé mọ́ra. One more time. Ìrẹsì lompaikun, tonkontumba, asopashe, kóyèmí lọ́la, ohun tó bá tá láwùjẹ, kì í bàjẹ́ ní àtẹ́, ìrẹsì àjẹbọ tí ń dàyé mọ́ra. One more time. Ìrẹsì lompaikun, tonkontumba, asopashe, kóyèmí lọ́la, ohun tó bá tá láwùjẹ, kì í bàjẹ́ ní àtẹ́, ìrẹsì àjẹbọ tí ń dàyé mọ́ra. Ashe. And so I have my rice. I'm going to add it to my corn. And now I'm going to let it simmer. I'll boil it and then I'm going to let it simmer until the water turns white. And then we're going to just use the water for the bath. So I boiled the ingredients, right? And now I'm going to sieve it. And I'm just going to use the water. There it is. So I'm going to strain this. And I'm just going to use the water, right? The milky water. And then I'm going to set this aside. My next ingredient is milk. Milk is produced by the breast of the mother, right? To give food to the baby so that the baby becomes strong and healthy and grows up. And so the breast continuously makes milk until it grows up, the baby. And so that's what we want in our bath. That's the kind of ashe that we want. Omi funfun lomu abo shinse, imumu lore emu omu tuntun wa. One more time. Omi funfun lomu abo shinse, imumu lore emu omu tuntun wa. One more time. Omi funfun lomu abo shinse, imumu lore emu omu tuntun wa. Ashe. So that's the prayer. And what we're saying with this offer is, let the source, God or Obatala, produce. Let the flow come. Let it be fresh and let it be continuous. And so now I've activated the milk so that I can add this to my bath. My next ingredient is ori, which is shea butter. And I use this in my bath, right? For fulfillment. And so I'm going to put this near my mouth and I'm going to pray this ori. Emiokan foroyo foromo jenje. 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 Ashe. Now it's activated, and now I'm going to add this to my bath. My next ingredient is efun. And since I use efun all the time, I'm just going to consecrate the whole thing. Efufulele, loniki won, foni fun mi, umpelupe ajikati ko jeki oriba, oboki ka meji o ka bogbo, ibi kuro lonami, ashe. One more time. Efufulele, loniki won, foni fun mi, umpelupe ajikati ko jeki oriba, oboki ka meji o ka bogbo, ibi kuro lonami. One more time. Efufulele, loniki won, foni fun mi, umpelupe ajikati ko jeki oriba, oboki ka meji o ka bogbo, ibi kuro lonami, ashe. And now I have my last ingredient, which is honey. And the ashe of honey is obvious, right? It's sweetness, but also preservation. And so I'm going to activate this honey to put in my bath. And it goes, Didun noyun dun, bomo de baroyin ashokaranu. One more time. Didun noyun dun, bomo de baroyin ashokaranu. One more time. Didun noyun dun, bomo de baroyin ashokaranu. Ashe. So now I activated all the ingredients, and now I'm going to assemble the bath. So now I assembled the bath, and as you could see, I put this little receptacle here to float on the bath because I'm going to add fire. I'm going to add a lamp or a candle. And we have to activate that too. So we're going to sing the offer. Mutanonola mupatibiyo, mutanonola mupatibi. Mutanonola mupatibiyo, mutanonola mupatibi. Obatala lolatan, olalatan ojumama. Mutanonola mupatibi. So what I sang or what I chanted was, I turn on the light of prosperity. I turn on the light of blessings. I turn on the light of peace, etc., etc. And I killed all misfortune, or I'm killing all the misfortunes and darkness. And so now I'm going to let this burn. And then when it's burned, the candle, I can take this bath. If you have a batala, you can put this at the feet of a batala. But if you don't, then you don't. So this is how you make the baño blanco, the huevo misi funfun, correctly.